Team 2, we got ourselves the boy Chill Spill. I want to say Chill Spill. And then I'm pretty sure it was Chill's Pill, but Chill Spill, I like it better. Seamark as a Kyrian Arcane. We got Lightforce as a Necrolord Paladin. The Hunter as, I don't really know, maybe Venthyr. And Archie as a Venthyr Enhancement Chamois versus Dalbeans first up. Playing out the Destro. Dust of the Pen on the side. I wonder if he's going to swap out back to the original Honor Talents with the Bonzafell or not. Because he didn't run Bonzafell last time. Trying to see if he might be able to get some instants onto Archie. Does end up taking out the totem. Is going to go for the port right before Archie gets himself the full Haymaker, playing that cool Tyrian Shaman. I do like the cool Tyrian Shaman play. It's really interesting. Plus the Mog looks beautiful. Look at this beautiful bastard, dude. Look at that, just a meaty man, dude. Look at this guy, dude. He's just a beefcake, man. Look at this dude. Dalbeans does go for that succubus CC. Cataclysm around the corner with Soul Rod. Does get interrupted on Soul Rod as Archie is going to take this Fire Blast to the face, or Conflagrates to the face rather. Big Inferno join the fight. It's going to be Soul Rod full dots on Archie. Does have for himself the Chain Harvest, which is quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of healing. Archie though going to take a full cannonball unless he does something about it. Does not play Grounding Totem. That's another cannonball to the face with the Fear to follow. Another cannonball set up. That's a bunch of cannonballs back to back. Does have Astral Shift to take on this damage to the face. Interrupted Dalbeans on the fire, almost getting the Haymaker off, but Dalbeans with those spam fears is able to just keep trucking the damage at a good range distance from Archie. This is going to be the totem to catch him in place. That Haymaker comes out, but doesn't get the knock back and forth for Dalbeans. As Dalbeans is pretty careful. Yeah, boy cries. They're pretty careful. We're taking down the totem that creates the static charge, you think it is? I think it's static charge totem. Static totem? Can we just call it static totem? It creates like a zone. It creates the ring. You're in the ring with the beast. Are he going for big ascendance? Dalbeans locking him down with a Mortal Coil into a fear. Double Casbah, get it set up. Is that going to be enough? Massive heal for Archie though. It is gonna, oh my god, massive recovery through all that damage as Drain Life is coming out for Dalbeans, almost getting interrupted by the Wind Shear at the very tail end of that Drain Life, is able to at least catch up on a little bit of health. And Archie looks like almost getting ported out. Dallas trying to see if he can maybe port him out. Soul Rod getting set up, and Archie just continuing to heal. And that's gonna be the totem for him. I think it's the was that this Healing Spring totem? Did he have the totem? He might have actually. That would give him a lot of resources. If you're up on R, he does pre-tremor that. That's pretty good for him. Is going to drop down the static totem again. Dalbeans does need to do something. Is going to get interrupted on the interrupt with the shadow for that stun, but the Cataclysm is going to go through. The dogs are out. Dalbeans taking a bit of damage from those. Archie is going to have a lot of Maelstrom to get aggressive if he wants to ease health. Is in a position where he could potentially go aggressive. Big old port for Dalbeans, and Archie is going to have to chase after him. The wolves are down. Dalbeans is going to have to go for a go at some point. Like a big damage go. Archie porting next to the Shaman. Actually getting quite a bit of damage out with it too. There goes Dalbeans with the Soul Shape. Just to see if he can get out of dodge. And Archie is still on the prowl, dude. The mobility of the Warlock is still just nuts. I still can't get over it. The ports, the Soul Shape in particular, it's just nuts. I'm pretty sure that's why Soul Shape is going to continue being one of the better choices for PvP. Although I've seen Warlocks with a Necrolord setup do really well. Trying to go for an interrupt onto the Kezbot. I don't think Archeorc was able to. Was he? I think maybe he was trying to purge Dalbeans. I think he did purge him. I think he was focusing on trying to purge that, the Dark Soul instability. Sun coming out by Dalbeans with a Cataclysm. An Archie man is going to take a lot of damage here. Plenty of Maelstrom for now. Plenty of mana to keep trucking with it. Dalbeans getting interrupted. Not sure on what. I think maybe Shadow. That's going to be Archie. He's locking him down in the ring. Dalbeans trying to go for a fear. Does he interrupt it? He does not. It's going to be Archie bailing out of that fear. I don't think with a tremor. Big Inferno coming down. Looks like he wants to support Archie the hell out of dodge while trying to go for a bit of a drain. Is this going to be the go-to for Dalbeans to go for the big setup? Try to maybe get a fear and then a bunch of Kezbolts. Actually, his fear didn't even do anything. It looked like he got interrupted on the Kezbolt. Is that what it was? Did he never finish that fear? What? Or maybe the fear broke immediately and Archie just had an interrupt ready for the Kezbolt. Crazy either way, dude. Mortal Coil. Archie doesn't even run away without Mortal Coil. He kind of just like walks back and forth. But it looks like he's actually going for a bit of a reset. I wonder who's going to win this one, actually. Wall available very soon for Archeorc. He got Ghost Wolves and Ascendants. That is going to be Ascendants, and Dalbeans is trying to see if he can bail out of there, dude. Unless Arhi catch up, there goes the gate where Arhi is still able to maybe jump and clip him. He's able to maybe jump, interrupt, and clip him. Does he interrupt those drains? That is going to reduce the amount of damage he can do, especially during his burst. So much off heal is disgusting. It is crazy amount of off heal, isn't it? But then again, shamans are pretty squishy. So I wonder if Blizzard will rework the shaman like defensiveness for PvP, like maybe give him like extra layers of defensives, just like as honor talents, or maybe make it so that while they have a shield up, they just take less damage in PvP, just to make him a little bit tankier, and just gotta reduce the self healing needed, because the self healing is basically how to play defensively. They just out heal the damage. It is quite a bit mana intensive though, especially when it goes into the duels. Like every one of those healing surges is quite a bit of mana. So Arhi is having to rotate between CC, rotate between wall, rotate or defensive in general, rotate between interrupts to prevent. He's really been preventative on the damage front of Dal Beans. So far he's been mostly disruptive fire, but looks like he got himself a good streak of damage. Dal Beans trying to go for a fear. Gonna be a trigger for Arhi, maybe a little too early. Because that drain is going to heal up Dal Beans quite a bit. That fear is quite a bit of a distance too. And now he's trying to see if he can catch up. Mortical getting sent. He's trying to go for a haymaker. It looks like maybe Dal Beans with Vulcan is trying to turn around to Arhi. Get a clap with a cannonball. It's going to give himself a pretty big heal. Arhi though still super low. Going to be soul rat set it up. Dal Beans is going to get interrupted. And it's going to be another fear. Another cannonball flying through. Arhi does go down though. Oh my goodness. He had himself such a good turnaround at the 10-minute mark with Dal Beans. That is actually crazy. And that's going to be a bit of a poly by Seawark around the corner onto Dal Beans. Is going to knock him back. Big gateway, dude. He was mid-air. He might as well click the port. If he's getting knocked out of the way. Seawark trying to see if he can push up. Is he trying to kind of meet him down below? Trying to use the Velf racial to see if he can maybe reposition himself. Does he clip the succubus? He does clip the succubus. Does he interrupt the succubus? He did not interrupt the succubus. That's going to be Dal Beans trying to see if he can get around the corner. Going to be a poly reset up for Seawark. As long as the succubus doesn't stop the go, Seawark can actually have himself a massive setup. That's going to be a portal interrupt. Big barrage on the Dal Beans. What? Oh my god, Seawark. What is that barrage? As a Kyrian Arcane. Oh my god, it was all of Warlock's health in a single barrage. It's going to be big damage onto Seawark with Christina just going for a full rampage and Venthyr feral damage. Going to be a Kyrian setup. Trying to go for missiles. Maybe a big barrage by Seawark. Trying to make the barrage happen. Barrage did come in through. I don't think he had really damage. Going to be Asbuck for Seawark. Is going to recover some health. While Christina is just in a Ravenous Frenzy. Trying to continue Ravenous Frenzy going. Christina, do you know that you can actually spam Dispel yourself and the Ravenous Frenzy will keep getting stacks and will not count against you? Like if you just keep spamming Dispel on yourself, it'll keep you in feral form. It costs no mana. You can just keep Dispelling yourself as long as you don't dispel something. So you can actually just do that. You don't have to use energy. If you're just trying to get next to a target waiting for energy. And that's going to be a bit of a knockback onto Christina. Seawark got himself a cat to deal with. This feral is going to be pretty rough with to match up against. No way to really stop the cat. You can maybe root him, maybe keep him out in the open, out in the combat. Barrage him here and there, get images up and running. Rune of Power is getting set up with a Kyrian go. That's going to be a Skull Bash main onto Seawark. Unless he has something here, he might be in a bad spot. The images are helping him reduce some of the damage he's taken. Big alter time. That is going to be temporal too. Barely any health out of that one. Ursos by Christina and big old bite at the end. What could you really do there? What could you do there with chill pills rolling in? I'm gonna, you know what? I want to chat with the chat. Trust me, boys. But I think Chill Pill, he said there's some hidden buffs for Frost DK. I want to see them for myself. But as is asking chat, откуда ты хорошо знаешь русский? Asking, how do you know how to speak Russian? Well, я родился в России, приехал в Америку давно, чуть-чуть русский забываю, но чуть-чуть говорю. And I just responded to him in Russian. You like that? Yo, Seawark, that was awesome, dude. I love that. Yo, I need to try. My mage is Kyrian. I gotta try that myself. I need to see what that's like. I need to see what this burst is. That's awesome. I did love that, dude. That was amazing. I gotta do that in BGs or something. I'm gonna gear my mage to do PvP now, dude. Whatever he did, I want to be able to do that too. It was so fun. 30k non-crit barrage? What? 30k non-crit? Dude, that was gonna be more than his full health bar. It was like a 45k crit. Actually full health bar. Going Kyrian main, so what it says? Dude, that thing looks nuts. A Chill Pilly. Chill Spill trying to continue tussling with Christina. Christine Naven? Christina Ven. Oh, Christina Venthyr. Big obliterates coming out for Chill. as he's just got himself plenty of defenses rolling. AMS, death back for that health is gonna go for that fleshcraft. But yeah, SBG, I guess what I told him is, I used to live in Russia, moved to America a while ago, still remember Russian a little bit, I don't speak it a lot. Basically disgusting, dude, it's pretty crazy. Actually crazy. Chill Pill versus Christina. What are we looking like on cooldowns? So let's chat with the chat. It looks like Chill Pill's actually kind of low in health. Big buy by Christina. I think he might have it. Chill Pill's trying to give himself a death strike. AMZ or no? Wasn't AMZ. It was actually Spell Ward and Prockin. But it looks like Christina did take him out. Chill Pills came in at a very high dampening though, so that is something worth considering. He did say death strikes. He seemed to be healing himself more over in PTR, but that is 60% dampening. Classes that don't have a good self heal are going to be behind. There's dampeners, dude. The first duel between the Warlock and the Shaman, though, it was a long one. You know what I mean? Neither of them want to lose. Christina going in for full burst. That is the Venthyr Covenant ability being used up. He's just ramping hard. Got himself a Bark Skin with Thorns available, trying to make the most damage. Interrupted Light Force on Holy, but it doesn't matter. The Flesh Cat keeping him alive just enough to get a bubble off. Might have the bubble or bop this. That is a lot of damage. Christina trying to see if he can reset. Trick inside of it. Wreck him down by Light Force. Trying to see if he can catch up, back up. It's going to be Facial Lights used. Christina does stun himself with a bit of damage from B2. Idol with a big bite to finish him off. That Venthyr bite was huge. Man, this, if I were to put this as a video, would I call it the Venthyr Feral Druid video, or just like look at this? What is this Kyrian Arcane Burst? You know what? I feel like it's Kyrian Arcane Burst. That would surprise me the most. I knew the Venthyr Feral was pretty good. Like it's a very much 3-minute CD. It's not bad, and look at like patch of might not be terrible at all.